Hey everyone, it's Jared here in my 10th and final lesson in the fastest way to get faster series. There's no doubt about it. You've put in a lot of hard work, and today we're gonna take her for a rip, eh? And that's, obviously I gotta get a little bit of the Canadian humor in there. You know, everyone always mocks us for saying a boot, and they mock us for saying yay and take her for a rip, you know. Canadians are kind of like that, but I think we're all just really, really nice, and we just want to get along and be really, really friendly with everyone. So maybe we use a little bit different language like that. Now, what I mean by take her for a rip, is that we've learned so many cool techniques and so many cool things over the course of this series, and we're gonna kind of take them all for a rip here, okay? We're gonna put them all together and see how they sound when we combine different techniques and combine different concepts. So the first exercise, we're gonna combine stuff from the illusion of speed. We're gonna make it a little bit more challenging though. So we're gonna start with one group of 16th notes on the snare drum, right hand bass drum, left hand bass drum. Then we're gonna play a group of 32nd notes, alternating hands with the kick drum in between. Then we're gonna go back to 16th notes, and then we're gonna go to 16th note triplets. Okay, so we're gonna use 3 different note values in one bar. Here we go. The next exercise, we're gonna go back and study some of the concepts that we did in Do You Even Math, which was the sequel of the original. So what would this be called then? The threequel? Threequel? I don't know, whatever. So in order to get this, you just wanna start nice and slow. I'll play it for you much slower than I'm even doing the slow tempo. So once you practice the sequence of notes and the 16th note triplets, how they relate to the 8th note triplets, and when everything comes in, it's gonna be much easier for you to actually play the exercise and get it up to speed. If you need to, just print off the sheet music and write the counts above the notes. Now, you could also just take this as an example of what you could do. So if you want to incorporate 5s and 7s as 16th note triplets, you can do that. Just write your own exercise, or just practice playing 5s and then practice playing 7s. So now I'll play this exercise for you both slow and fast. Here we go. And the final exercise in the fastest way to get faster series, don't start crying. Don't do this. You said you wouldn't cry. So the final exercise is played as 16th note triplets, and here we're taking some concepts from the Everything is Cool when you're part of a team. We're playing stuff in unison. We're also playing 16th note triplets as groups of 7, 5, and 3, both as 16th note triplets and 16th notes. So again, if you need to print out the sheet music, write the counts above it and just practice it nice and slowly to start. That's totally fine. I kind of recommend that. But first, I'm going to play it for you both slow and fast tempos. Here we go. Now, once you can play them each individually, I'd encourage you to practice them in your practice session for around 5 minutes each, and then start to play them in sequence. Now, this is a real challenge. So like I said, if you want to just kind of make up your own take her for a rip type thing, please do that. Make sure you share it with me, okay? Because I think you've learned a lot and you've practiced a lot and you've got all these new tools. Now it's a matter of just applying them and putting them into real world music. So whether that's through these types of concepts or whether that's through something completely different, I encourage you to just kind of practice something and really kind of push yourself to start using all these tools. So let me play it for you in sequence, both slow and fast. Now that is the end of the Fastest Way to Get Faster series. Now in each lesson, I've given you specific instructions on how long to practice each exercise, how long to practice the sequence of exercises. Now there's 10 lessons, so this is kind of like a 10-day routine, or you could take it and call it a 20-day routine and do each lesson for 2 days, but it's really meant to be around 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of practice every day. It's not meant to encompass your entire routine. If all you practice is going fast, you might have some struggles there. I really encourage you to continue practicing other stuff as well. Start playing with other musicians. Start jamming along to music. Start learning different styles. Listen to tons of music. We can help you at Drumeo. So if you're not currently signed up to Drumeo, please head on to the Drumeo website. There's an incredible amount of information in there that really can help take your drumming to the next level. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for choosing to even watch this video and study with Drumeo and study with me. I really, really appreciate it. There's so much stuff on the internet and on our phones and everywhere nowadays. The fact that you chose to watch this lesson and this video means a lot to me. So thank you very much. If you ever have any questions, you can email me, jared@drumeo.com. But like I've said in every single lesson, if you want to get better, you need to do the work. Don't be one of those people that complains and doesn't ever practice, or complains after just 2 hours of practice because they can't get something after 2 hours. Sometimes it takes 8, sometimes it takes 10, sometimes it takes 20 hours to get something. But whatever it takes, just keep putting in the hard work. Don't stop. If you really, truly do want to get better, you'll make it a priority. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon.